Welcome back. This is Getting Your Edge, How to Downsize Your Life. I'm your host, Dennis Day, and I'm here with my co-host, Judy Gratton. How are you today?
I'm good, Dennis. How are you?
Great. And we have an excellent show for you today. We're going to give you 7 hidden benefits of downsizing. Now, we've talked about downsizing benefits. You're going to save some money. You're going to have less yard work, and you're going to get rid of all that clutter, etc. But these are things that you may not have thought about. They're hidden. There might be secret benefits. And if you do experience downsizing, these things might make your quality of life even better.
Might give you more motivation.
It might. We are the Edge Group team, so we say less house, more home. Discover downsizing with us.
Number 1, reduced decision fatigue.
Are you experiencing decision fatigue, Judy?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I am. And that is really, a lot of it is around, where am I going to go next? And what am I going to do? And how am I going to get rid of all of this stuff? And oh my gosh, look, that needs to be fixed. I am exhausted at the end of the day with all of the things that go through my brain, and I just cannot handle them all anymore. And so the idea of being able to just not have to think about those anymore would be worth so much to me.
You're reducing the amount of decision making you have to make. With a big house, you're constantly doing, can I afford to do this? Do I have time to do this? I haven't done this for so long. I really need to do this, but I have to do this. It just is endless. And you're constantly making
every time you turn, it's like, how did that happen? And I'll say that to my husband. How did that happen? I don't know. And it's like, how did that gouge in the wall happen? Now it has to be patched and then painted. Otherwise, you end up with a big mess. So maintenance at some point will have to be addressed.
So you'll be making fewer decisions, will save your mental energy, and you'll have more time.
Number 2, improved mental clarity.
This is really related. Improved mental clarity. Wouldn't that be lovely?
It would be.
I think having fewer things, fewer decisions to make, big life-changing decisions made, you're going to feel a lot more mental clarity. You're at where you're supposed to be, and you don't have to worry about all those decisions in the past. Plus, you've got a decluttered space.
Clean, hopefully calming.
Having a chaotic environment adds to a low-grade stress, and it's really not good or healthy. When your space is clean and decluttered, you have room to breathe, and you don't feel compelled to do a million different things to keep up this giant house. It can make you healthier and happier.
I agree completely.
Number 3, improved financial discipline.
Number 3, improved financial discipline. You don't have space for all that stuff. You can't go to Costco and buy the paddleboard anymore because you don't have a place to store it. You have to be disciplined. And this is going to help with your mental clarity, but financially, you won't have room to impulsive buy things anymore.
True. Your utilities, if you actually do move into something smaller, will probably be less. Just the maintenance will probably be less. All of that will help to save you money. But yeah, in terms of going out and buying, if you have no place to put it, you're going to end up saving money. Absolutely.
You'll end up with mindful spending habits. Really think about, do I need it? Not, I'd really like to do it, or, oh, won't that be fun? And then 3 months later, it's in a back closet. So less debt, more freedom, and improved financial stability and discipline.
Number 4, reduced risk of theft.
Number 4, reduced theft risk. Now tell me, why do you think that would be the case, Judy?
I was surprised by this one. I didn't really think about it, but in fact, yes, your bigger, larger home with all the things in it and around it that people see, it just attracts attention. And once you've moved into a secure community where there are gates and people aren't coming and going, or you're in a building that, is secure, people aren't looking at you as an easy mark. So besides the fact that they actually looked at your place, hopefully it's going to be more simplistic and won't look like such a good use of their time in terms of the rate of return on the things they might be able to steal. So yes, it does definitely reduce your theft risk.
Theft is a crime of opportunity. And if your home doesn't scream jewelry, valuables, cameras, bikes, then you're not a good mark, as you said. So fewer valuables, less stress that somebody's going to attempt to come into your home.
Number 5, increased safety.
Increased safety. Now, you move to that smaller home, you're going to have less stuff. Hopefully, this place is better designed for a person of your age, and you'll be living in a safer home, especially for older adults like us.
One of the big issues for older people is whether you fall more often or not, when you fall, the chances of having that become a major issue, a broken hip or a broken wrist or something along those lines, becomes much greater. And my doctor had said to me, as people get older, they don't lift their feet as high when they step. So there's more opportunity to trip. The idea of increased safety from the standpoint of falls is great. If you can get away from the stairs, be more conservative with the use of rugs. Whether we like it or not, as we get older, the risk is higher for really serious injury in a fall.
Some of these senior places are designed with the elderly in mind. So you've got walk-in tubs and showers. You've got electrical outlets that are placed so you're not bending down trying to plug something in. That is a dangerous fall risk. There's fewer or no stairs, so there's not transitions like the old houses where one part settled and then you added on another one.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just an inch or two, but it's a big risk.
My house has a sunken living room. When we first bought it years ago, my mother walked in, the first thing she did was fall. She didn't see the step transition into the living room. Sunken living rooms, multiple levels, rugs. Another thing is the height of cabinets. Hopefully, if you're able to, you can get into a place. In my house, I have to use a step stool to get to the top of the cabinets, and I have things they store in the top of the cabinets. Step stools are risky no matter what, but as you get older, the risk of falling, the risk of injury from that is greater.
3 million seniors end up in emergency rooms a year, according to AARP, per year, and 1 million of those end up hospitalized.
Number 6, more opportunities for generosity.
We're moving along. More opportunity for generosity. You have all this stuff, and you have to get rid of it because you don't have space for it in your next home. It's a tremendous opportunity to be generous.
Yes. And the cool thing is that you can choose where you want to donate these things. My mother-in-law passed away a couple of months ago and in Boise, and my sister-in-law she's the executor, and she's going through this condominium they had, even though they quasi-downsized. It's a lot. There is so much stuff in there. And in reality, even though it's very nice stuff, it's stuff that people are not going to buy. A good example of this is these beautiful leather couches and chair, and they're that real soft leather, and they were hardly used. However, when they were used, they were stained. Those stains will never come out. So nobody is going to buy that. So they have chosen to donate it to the Veterans Homeless Association. And I think they have facilities for vets that need a place to live. And the cool thing is her husband is a veteran. He worked with veterans as part of his career. It makes me feel great to know that we're supporting our veterans. So you get to choose where you're going to send these things and be creative and look into, if you're really into animals, is there some place you can donate this stuff for? The supportive animals sanctuary, but you get to choose. And to me, that is kind of a gift of this.
And with the opportunity, not having the big home, hopefully financially, you're in a better place. You're not expending money on things like a new roof. So financially, you're in a better spot. You have more money to donate to your favorite charity or your church. Also, without having to keep up that yard work in that big house, you might have more time and you can spend that time volunteering.
And
So,
it's been my experience that when I am worried about a situation that I'm in, if I go out and help someone else, I immediately feel better. The worry about me goes away. It's like a gift that you get from helping others.
downsizing becomes less about what you're losing, what you're missing, and more about what you're passing on, what you're
Correct.
giving to others.
And number 7, you get to choose the community you want.
Last one, number 7. And this is huge for me, is when most people move into their big family home, they pick the neighborhood because it had good schools, good park, it just fit, it was convenient to work or whatever. You chose that community for reasons. And now you get to do that again.
You've changed. The community's changed. If it was a good place for children and you had children, that's great. But if you don't have children, maybe it's not anymore. Maybe it's noisy, or maybe the demographics have changed and you don't feel comfortable there anymore.
Neighborhoods change. Perhaps it's become filled with multifamily homes.
Yes.
So
with the new zoning laws, that happens a lot.
maybe that road has become extremely busy. We've experienced tremendous growth in the Seattle area over the last 50 years. It's become more crowded. There's more traffic and more people. So that nice quiet area you were living in, maybe it's become super noisy and busy. It's surrounded by big multifamily apartments, and maybe it hasn't become as safe as it used to be. Things change and your needs change. So
True.
this is a huge, huge opportunity. You chose the original home for a reason, and now you get to do the same thing. People need to grasp this, grab it, and say, I'm going to find the place I fit, and it fits for my lifestyle.
The important thing to remember is, as we all get older, there will come a time where that isn't going to be something that you can actually choose. That's why we've gotten involved in downsizing, to help give people choices while they still have them, before someone else gets to make those decisions for you. If you're incapacitated, somebody else.
I've said this so many times. If you love your kids, you will be preparing for this moment, because they don't want to go through all your stuff. You waited and waited, and now you can't make decisions. They have to make the decision for you. They have to clear out your stuff. It really, if you love your kids, get started thinking about this, planning, preparing, because it will be a gift to your children. They may not realize it, but it truly can make a huge difference in the quality of your children's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I'm very excited that we have a 5-day class on downsizing. It is free to download from our website, www.edgegroupteam.com. If you would like to go through a 5-day class, you get an email a day that gives you things to do. It's free, and I would love to see people take advantage of it.
Is there a test at the end? No test. See? Free.
Free.
Delivered to your email, and no test at the end. We've given you 7 great benefits of downsizing that maybe you didn't know about, like reducing your decision fatigue, improved mental clarity, improved financial discipline, reduced risk of theft, increased safety, opportunities to be generous, and you get to choose the community that fits your lifestyle and needs. That's it. Thanks for watching Getting Your Edge, How to Downsize Your Home and Life. We have lots of other episodes. We'd love to have you watch those. If you'd like to reach out to us, we would love to hear from you at info@edgegroupteam.com. Go for the free course at www.edgegroupteam.com. And if you are interested in being a guest on our podcast, we would love to hear from you, especially if you have gone through the Downsizing podcast. There is nothing better than having a firsthand experience of somebody giving you information about going through the process rather than other people telling you what you're going to experience. We would love to have you on our podcast. So reach out to us if you're interested. And that's it. Thanks for watching and listening.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.